All right, guys, here we're talking about Santa Clarita Diet, Season 3, Episode 8.
The FBI is, like, no longer investigating Abby and Eric. It's like,
Yes.
she gives them Skittles.
Yeah.
Eric's like, I got this. Yeah.
I'm going to, for the first time ever, put all these Skittles in my mouth.
Yeah.
Terrible decision.
He's like, that was awful. And, like, spits them all out and all that stuff. It's great.
He is like an old man.
He's great.
Trapped in a young man's
wonderful.
body, and it does work for him.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I love everything about it. We'll just skip there because there's some talking, but at the end, Winter finds the other detonator and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're not sure what's going to happen.
Did that feel a little forced to you?
Yes.
Not even just the finding of the detonator, but like, can you give me a ride, person I barely know that much, that's somehow as smart as me, that I don't know as smart as me?
Well, I liked him being like, wait, what? How old is she? Wait, fuck. Like
Is she younger than me?
Yeah, his whole thing about the competition now where he thought like, this is great, I'm going to go do this now. Like, things are looking up, and she's like, hi, or whatever. Yeah.
It also doesn't seem like him
weird
to have an extra detonator and just like not know
So
where it
in
is.
like the first scene, he's like, I thought I put an extra detonator in here. And I was like, all right, put it on the board. We gotta look for a detonator now.
Yeah,
Something's happening. It's bullshit.
But that felt uncharacteristic of him to
know.
like be able to misplace or lose or anything.
Yes. Very weird. The whole thing's very weird. But it like facilitates her being both his academic rival, and now she's like aware of the things.
Yeah.
But the season's gonna end soon, and the whole show's gonna end soon, and I don't care because we're not gonna have time. I hope we don't waste our time on this. Sorry.
That's one of those things is that when you don't know your ending.
Yeah, you might be like, we're gonna set up Winter as this awesome
flush this out
foil
for a whole other season where she's gonna be like blackmailing them and making him not go to MIT or Princeton, where the fuck he's going.
MIT? Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Not sure anymore.
There's a lot of things I've been thinking about recently with like wasting your time on this, that, or the other thing.
Yeah.
And for the benefit of the doubt, most of the shows that we've had this issue with don't know their ending, so like they're not necessarily wasting it. But when you actually know, you're like,
Yeah,
really?
Something I always appreciate.
You chose to spend 5 minutes on that while not summing up this whole thing you just left hanging?
Yeah. Like something I like, we just call it writing, but I really appreciate efficiency in like a script or something like that.
Yeah.
There are some movies, there are some things you can look at and be like, literally every shot, every line of dialogue, everything funnels into this stuff that gets paid off later and it's perfect and all that stuff. On TV, sometimes Anne just leaves the show and they're like, she went to do a religious thing, I get, and you're like, all right, what? I don't know what's happening here.
I saw Anne for the first time. Like I had a face.
Not as
like,
Anne.
I'm like, what are you in other than this? She was on a show called The Middlemen, and she played like the main character. It's like a Fox Family or type of show, or ABC Family, some family bullshit channel show.
Yeah.
And it was alright.
You
But
watched
I
like
saw
a thing?
her as like I'm like, okay.
Oh wait, you've seen that show?
Yeah.
Oh.
Only casually.
Is she like the same as she is on
She
this,
looks like
or-
a little different.
Yeah.
Like
Is she acting different? I assume so.
Yeah.
No?
She's not
Okay.
like that big smile.
I don't know if she's
crazy
always
idiot
if she's always playing that character or not.
No,
she
she
does
has
not look familiar to me.
some
So
different acting.
yeah. Meals on Wheels.
Meals on Wheels.
So
literally.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, right? So like, I think it's been so long that I like forgot or something like that.
About
but
the old lady entirely?
No. I thought when it first happened, for some reason, I thought, get it, Meals on Wheels, and now there'll be some thing with like killing people.
She's eating all these dead old people. Like, yes, these meals to go.
I think I expected the one like her to have a crotchety neighbor who was in a wheelchair or something, and then like who's like messing with her. Like I knew that. I knew Meals on Wheels was going to be there's a little more to it pun sort of thing or whatever, but I'd kind of forgotten to say it or forgotten to think about it until now when it's like, she like brings food to the old people, including facilitating the murder of this. It's her age. She's like stealing her money and all that stuff.
Sure.
And luckily she like bold-facedly admits it, and like the show can just ethically label her as like the worst human being ever, worthy of being murdered to death, because they murder her to death.
It might have been a better thing, just for like moral issues and problems, had the old lady already killed the landlord because he was stealing from her, but he wasn't.
Okay.
That could have been interesting.
Like a more complex ethical thing?
Yeah, just to, add some...
I thought you were going to add like a simple ethical thing, yeah.
No, well, it just... I hate when things wrap up so neatly in this bow where I'm like, and she just admitted it, like, why?
Yeah, like right in front of the people who would bring
I
the
could see
justice,
admitting it
whatever,
in front of the old lady, because like, well, you're old and you're crazy, and I can say whatever I want in front of you, and it's not gonna hurt me.
Exactly.
But she said it in front of like a spry young zombie, like.
She can chase rabbits. Yeah, no, I know. It would seem weird. She throws in some line like stay out of this, you wheelie mealy bitch or something like.
Yeah, and she does say like, there's nothing tracing it back to me. I put them all to cash.
They're all to cash.
Blah, blah.
There's nothing either of you can do. Now take your medicine. And she's like, and like they murder her and stuff. It was a weird like vampire sensual murder where they both bite different halves of her neck and face. But hey, I mean, people are into different things.
There's some funny earlobe talk early on, like, oh, they are delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was like, I wonder what that's made of, because like they are. Biting
yeah. I think it's like
like fondant or
sugar
something.
Cookie like thing. You know, when like, you put something on a cake, you just put it on a thing. It's flaky, delicious. Had a good dubbed in crunch there.
They chomp right into it, and they like them. Yeah. I'd eat an ear.
Apparently all these things are like delicious, and that's amazing. I love all the jokes about that. Of like, you wouldn't think that like, oh, the thumbs are the best. They're like they're like the ends of the bread. They're like amazing. Yeah. Some weird, right? Whatever they say. It's great.
Bread.
This all wraps up. Later on we like revisit them, and they are having like a heart-to-heart. This is where we get the whole like, oh, I pushed my daughter away. You should talk to Abby right now and all that stuff. And then Sheila's like, thanks. This is great. And then it cuts wide, and there's like entrails everywhere and blood and all that stuff. And I'm like, there you go. That's the show I signed up for.
Well, it is interesting. You know, they are letting Abby be herself now, and she's gonna be the next knight of Serbia.
Yeah.
You know,
we got the worst
to the throne.
Fake webpage ever, and she has to type her name in and submit the application or whatever. Yes.
But it does what it's got to do. I did think they were going to play up a little bit more, and there'd be more of that, like the head chapter or whatever president is taking over this thing because we had no applicants. Like, I thought it'd be a little longer before they readdress this, but I guess that they're on borrowed time as it is. They don't have the ability to do that. But then you think there'd be a little something where obviously Sheila's going to be in trouble because this like the last person to kill a North American zombie is in your zone.
So they just kind of like replaced it. I don't know who the Grand Knight Prior is, but they're gonna come. There's like a picture of I think it's a lady with a sword.
Yeah.
who's gonna come now like inspect their like operation. And they're like, I have to scrub the freezer and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
or
Mr. Balllegs got out as the button.
That's the end. It pans over and Mr. Balllegs is scuttering around. I really want to see Mr. Balllegs' eyes open.
Yeah, this was night as far as I understood. So I don't know where his eyes were.
I don't know if we're gonna see that ever on the show. You sure?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
I need to know more about, like, and I'm really going to be mad if they don't ever explain more about Mr. Balllegs. Because clearly he has some zombie hunting ability or something, because why is he on the shield? Like, there has to be some tie-in.
Oh, okay, exactly, yeah. No, I was thinking the same thing, because it, like, crawls away, and I'm like, is it good that they have one? Because, like, the guy had the tattoo of one.
Yeah.
Is this like, oh, yeah, we saved these as trophies. Like, can't you just say that? Like, why is it a problem if Balllegs is walking around? I don't know.
I wonder.
We feed him earlobes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because and Ramona had one, and it was with her for quite some time.
Yeah.
So it's not like eventually they turn and kill the zombie, or it would take so much longer because she had it for a while since she was turned.
Yeah. And it's like like Ramona explains that it's like a byproduct of the transformation.
Yeah.
And it's like tied to her, and she's like, it's like imprinted on her. It's like, he's my cute little dude and all that stuff. Yeah.
So I can't
I'm not sure where they're going
what the twist
with
is going to be. Yeah.
I know. I'm not sure how this is going to play out.
Or I wonder
if
you kill the Balllegs, does the zombie die?
I was thinking about that because she froze hers. I was actually waiting for something to happen when they like unfroze her Balllegs. So I was like, maybe it being frozen because they're like connected, like did something to her, and now she'll change in some way. I don't think that's going to happen either.
No, probably not.
I'm going to write a lot of fanfic about this whole show for futures that will never happen.
Crossover with iZombie is fantastic.
Ooh, girl! It's horrible. There's a lot we could do with that. Okay.
None you would want to, but you could.
Nothing, absolutely. So Santa Clarita Died is actually a like prequel to iZombie. That's where the outbreak originally happened. Ooh. You have Mr. Balllegs is in like tanks and like beakers dripping down into making the utopium, right?
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. No.
None of that.
Last thing for this plot thread, I really love this like tender moment where Abby is like, no, the dream's not about being scared of like zombies. It's like feeling helpless because y'all keep me in the dark as if it's helping me, but it's not. And they were like, and all that stuff, and then that's how we would kick off into the thing.
She was on the nose. We're like, she was a minute or two later, they'd potentially be dead.
No, I know. And
at least her dad or mom or something.
Well, and they take it so in stride by this point, but they've had many numerous like near-death experiences slash like should have been dead experiences. We didn't talk about that. So like it opens with them coming in after the explosion and like Joel can't hear and all that stuff.
Yeah, Joel can't hear. Her arm is bent, which I didn't pick up on. I thought it was slung over her shoulder like it was detached, but it was just
it was still attached and then but slung over her shoulder, the other shoulder, and she's like hi and all that other business. I really enjoyed. You want to grab the feet or like the thing? And she's like, whatever you think I'm saying right now. And he's like, feet it is or whatever. And just like, okay, these people are wonderful. It's a wonderful.
All that played out nicely.
Stupid thing.
He takes a shower and it goes away.
Yeah, it's just ears or something. Yeah. But even that, like, I don't know. Like, that to me is almost like an overcorrection, where I feel like he could have just been talking to her in that scene, and I would have been fine with it.
Sure.
But someone made him put in a thing, like, they're going to wonder why he's not still deaf. It's only been 4 hours or something stupid. Like, whatever. But, even him just doing that one and being like, hi. She's like, you can hear? He's like, ah. So,
yeah, I was talking to myself. I didn't think you could hear.
Yeah.
Well, that worked out nicely.
Now it's like more cute stuff because they're doing the comedy and the cute stuff. The other thing in this episode is Ron.
Yes.
The much put upon skater punk Death Wish Ron.
Yeah. So Ron is now tied in the basement where Sheila used to be after a botched tricking of him to get down there.
So when Ron shows up and he's like, yes, I know, I came 3 hours early in case it was a trap, and Joel's like, stuff like that's amazing. When Ron is like Googling something and saying like, wait, what? And then he like comes around the corner and Joel's in like his like zombie killing.
Yeah, his neck and arms are fully secured.
Getting a turkey out of the oven, and he holds up the mitts.
Half of me thought that Ron would be like, oh!
Yeah, turkey?
Yeah. But no, he understood and ran.
Yeah,
and again,
he legs it. And so again, when he can't open the door because of the mitts, and he has to take it off and all that stuff, like, so dumb, so good. I'm like a sucker for certain things, whatever.
Required Abby's assistance for the tackle.
Yeah, she's walking down the street and she sees it, right?
And no one else sees it.
Well, technically, the Serbian Death Cult Mafia sees it. Sure. But no one else who you would think. They're like on someone else's lawn, like fighting with the guy.
Kid from the...
I don't think we're ever going to see that kid again.
Because they killed him?
Who knows?
Plastic bag.
It would be much worse with a plastic bag. Yeah, I might have missed it, but I don't think we're ever going to see that kid again.
Maybe not. Well, probably not ever, because the show is not going to... I don't know if we were ever intended to see him ever again.
We will either get a like crescendo right here where Chris and Christy and their kid and something like loops back around. Like next episode there'll be a thing and they'll be like, oh yeah, wait, he's kidnapped too. And there's a whole thing and then, we need Ron's help, bust him out. And then Gary's like, no way, he's our prisoner. And there's a whole, like, you get a whole...
Gary had some funny bits there, like with his
forever! Forever! It's like, no.
I can still spit on you, I'll leave you soaked.
I'll drench you. Yeah, it was a whole, it was a great little, stop it. It was humiliating. I don't understand, Joel. Yeah. But again, it's just a sprinkling of all the good things. Really, they should cancel the show is the only way to solve this problem.
It's the only way to solve it.
It's the only way to get out of this.
I wonder if it was just, no viewers or what their Netflix's
I was viewing it.
Like needs are nowadays. Because it's a weird format with a show that's strictly online that you can watch whenever you want.
Yeah.
The idea to say it's not popular because I'm like, couldn't it get popular?
I mean, we're recommending it. We're saying this is a good show.
Agreed.
We can't be the only ones. I don't understand. Maybe I'll go, like in a few episodes, once we're done with it, I can go troll around and see if everyone's crapping on it. But I don't know. I assume it's just like lack of, interest. But Netflix has billions and billions of dollars. It's like a running joke. Just like have some interesting shows on your platform.
Yeah. So anything else happened in this episode that we missed?
No, we already covered the buttons on the end. Like we said, I'm not sure how it's going with Mr. Ball Legs. My fear is that the Grand Night Prior is just going to be like a repeat of when that frigid Serbian, like, occult woman showed up at their house and was like, I'm solving all your problems, I guess.
Yes.
All that dumb stuff.
Do you think, they made kind of a thing where, like, they saw them catch Ron, and now they think, like, oh, Mr. Kodak is zombie hunter. And like,
we have to make sure he's undead. He does not tolerate mistakes. Yeah, so next episode we'll get them, like, looking in the window, like the wet bandits, trying to, like, figure out what's going on or something. I'm not feeling a good...
Not super optimistic.
We don't have a lot of time left, and there's a lot open still, so I'm a little concerned. Like, honestly, like, this season was when Ramona's ball legs killed the hotel owner and all that stuff, too, and that's never been addressed again. So I feel like that was supposed to be season 4 or something, too.
Maybe.
But whatever, like, no matter what they choose to do with their relatively small amount of time, they're going to have to, by definition, leave out a lot of other stuff that I want them to do.
Sure.
So
as long as it ends on a high note with some funny shit,
impossible.
I think I'll be okay. Because if it ends with just a series of like cliffhangers and leading into what's going to happen next season, I'll be really crushed.
Like season 2 where they're like going to move out or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I really need this to end like a 2-part. Like the movie Clue, where it's just this ridiculous solving and moving around. Could have been and like stopping here. This 5, 2 + 3 + 1 + 5, and doing like just Joel going crazy and everybody tying everything together and like convincing you that it's been him all along. So you like arrest them and they get caught by those people, and then Abby's Anne's church people. Like everything somehow gets woven together brilliantly.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna happen.
Well, like everything's wrapped up, and the Knights of Serbia go, and you're not really our type, and they're totally out.
Just this thing.
Yeah.
Or it's like, all right, we caught the last zombie. Yeah, we're scaling back operations anyway. Some stupid thing, and they go,
bullshit,
oh, okay, or something. Yeah. But then Ron's let off. This is ridiculous. It's like whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that was this episode of the Santa Clarita Diet. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.